So my name's Sophia, and something that you guys should know about me is that I do drum corps. If you guys don't know what drum corps is, it's marching band, but crazy. People come from all over the world to audition for these different marching bands, and we rehearse every single day of the summer, starting Memorial Weekend, and we end in August, and we rehearse from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's absolutely crazy. We go on a national tour, and we end up in World Championships every year in Indianapolis. It's really fun. You guys should look it up. Great time. So I started this my sophomore year of high school, so I was 16 years old. I was very young. And I started with a group called Gold Drum and Bugle Corps. So we are located out of San Diego, California. But for a week in July, we were rehearsing in Sepulveda Basin in Pasadena. And that really sucked because Pasadena is like the center of traffic in LA, and it was just like, it took like 3 hours to get there from like Newport Beach, which is where I used to live, and it sucked and I hated it. And then once we got there, we realized that there was just no football field. Like we were supposed to get a field and we were supposed to like paint lines, but it was just a big shithole. It was like literally a pile of dirt, just like as big as a football field, but it was just dirt. Like there was nothing to paint on, and we had to like drag our feet in the dirt to try and create lines so that we can march on them. It really sucked. So we started our day like we normally do with marching basics. So we just did, like forward, backwards, left, right. That's what we do every single day. It wasn't really anything different. And then we went to lunch, and then we came back and we did music. So something about drum corps is that the percussion is doing their own thing throughout the day. The front ensemble is doing their own thing throughout the day. The brass is doing their own thing, and the guard is doing their own thing. And we're all just trying to perfect this show so that, we can be perfect, because that's what we want to be in a marching band. So we're all just doing our own things. So we have brass block, because I'm in the brass. So we're just doing music, it's fine, whatever, right? So then we go to dinner and we come back and we have ensemble. Ensemble's when we put everyone together, and it's 2 hours of straight doing the show, like forward and backwards, and we're just doing it over and over and over and over again. So repetitive. And we have so many rules that have to do with this. Like, there is no talking whatsoever. Like, we are on that field, and like, we do our part, we stop, we put our hands, like, we just stand there, there's no talking, you can't ask questions, like, you're supposed to know your shit, and like, be on top of it. It's super stressful, and like, we're just standing there, like, waiting. And while this has been going on, it's probably been like about an hour of ensemble. The whole time, the percussion's been getting yelled at. And the percussion doesn't get yelled at. Like, they are perfect. They are the gods. They do everything perfect. They are just like the epitome of perfection in the drum corps world. And they have been getting yelled at for moving, something so simple, something that we never do. So there they are. One of my techs is like in the top, like on a giant scaffolding, and she's like, percussion, like, you have got to stop moving, like, percussion, come on, like, stop moving, are you kidding me? Percussion, just for like an hour, like, straight, just yelling at them as we're trying to like fix our show. So we're doing a set, and we've been doing it for this whole hour. We've literally been doing one part of the show for an hour, and it's like literally like 30 seconds long for an hour. It's terrible. And we stop, and out of the corner of my eye, I'm kind of just standing there, I see like this big commotion, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, we're not supposed to be moving. Like, what the hell is going on? And I look over, and there's a fire. Like, there is a fire in the middle of this dirt. Like, there's no brass, so nothing can catch on fire. And there's just a fire going, and we're just like, and I can't move, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Like, this is where I die. Like, I can't move. Oh my god, I'm gonna get in trouble if I move. And then, like, they stomp it out, and it gets put out, and all the percussion, like, runs back, and they, like, stand in their spots, and they're like, and my tech from the top is like, excuse me, why is there a fire on my marching field? And so this other tech that's on the ground with us, he's like, well, yeah, well, you see, there was fire ants, and they were like biting the kids, so I just grabbed some gasoline, and I poured it on the fire ants, and I lit the fuckers on fire because they were hurting my children. And we were never allowed to go back to that place because we lit their field on fire. So yeah.